Georgia Highlands College Foundation. Learn more right after this.
I'm transferring to the University of West Georgia.
Columbia University.
Kennesaw State.
UGA. Loyola University in Chicago.
Grambling State.
Shorter University.
I'm going to Greensboro College, and we all got our start at Georgia Highlands.
No matter where your educational journey takes you, you can get your start at Georgia Highlands College. Georgia Highlands College. Enroll, engage, excel.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg,
Doc.
how you doing?
Fine, brother. Yourself?
I'm okay. Well, this is a show about Georgia Highlands College.
Show that we love to do.
And we both have had some experience in a number of years with the organization. So
True.
I think we're both qualified to talk about Georgia Highlands.
I agree.
Up to a point.
Up to a point. It is my alma mater, so I am proud to be from Highlands, and so it is good to talk about Highlands because I do think the community don't realize what a jewel we have in Georgia Highlands College. I think we sometimes get overshadowed by some of the other colleges, but Georgia Highlands I think is really important to the community here. So it's good to talk about the college sometimes.
I think it'd be interesting to find out how many families in our area have had at least one person attend Highlands, and I'll bet it'd be a majority of those families.
Oh yes.
But we have a new president, Dr. Donald Green, and his inauguration and some related events will be coming up. So we have two very special guests from the Georgia Highlands Foundation who'll be joining us in a minute to talk about that gala event and maybe a little bit about the inauguration. And so we'll learn about what's going on there, and talk about that. So please stay with us. Big events for Georgia Highlands. You want to know all about them, so don't go away.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
Welcome back to Community Watch, and we are thrilled to have today with us Sarah Burkhalter and Melanie Collier, representing the Floyd, I was going to say Floyd. Did I say
It was Floyd. It was Floyd.
No, I was there where it was Floyd Jr.
My mom was there at Floyd Jr.
That's right.
And I was there with Floyd.
That's right. See, so it's a family tradition.
Yes.
Georgia Highlands College Foundation.
Right.
Welcome. So glad y'all are
Thank
here.
you. Well, thank you. We're glad to be here.
Now, Sarah, you and I were colleagues before your retirement.
Right.
And you retired at the age, I believe, of 24.
Something like that.
And you were, I don't remember I know you worked with continuing ed, but your time, was it a director position?
I was assistant director.
Assistant director. But we knew who was really in charge while you were there. So
Yeah, I worked with George Poulin for a while.
That's right.
Tom Berry was the first director.
Yeah.
Continuing Ed started in '73, and Tom Berry and I started the program.
Yeah.
So then I retired in 2001. As a matter of fact, they closed the Rome office of Continuing Ed several years ago, but the one in Cartersville is still operable. And
Right.
in fact, we're going to be doing some computer classes here in Rome this this semester, this fall.
That's a good idea. I know a lot of people. You don't need computer classes, but I kind of do.
I took them at Highlands.
Yeah. Well,
There you go.
see, I have to get help from my students. So, how long was it after you retired that you became active with the foundation?
Well, actually, I was active with the foundation before I
Even before?
retired. I've probably been on the foundation maybe 15, 20 years, something like that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, 24 when I
Correct,
retired, but
correct.
I was young.
Yeah.
And I know as the college has grown, the foundation has grown as well, and we have, so I guess a Cartersville branch.
Right.
Is the best way to say it, a Cartersville branch of the foundation too. And I suppose you represent that.
Well, I happen to be on the board, and I'm from Cartersville. We're all together.
All together.
It's all together,
That's
but
good. Unity is a good thing.
Yes, that's exactly right. And so, yes, I do live in Cartersville.
So I know my limited understanding of the foundation is like, I guess, many college foundations put together to help raise money and help drive and fund some of the initiatives that the college has, scholarships being one of them, but a number of other things as well. So
That's true.
It's a very active foundation, isn't it?
Yeah, 80% of the students that enroll in the college in this area have to have some financial aid, and they get that a lot through the scholarships that we are trying to help raise funds for.
Yeah. And I guess that's a constant thing you have to do.
Yes.
Fundraising is ongoing. That's true. That is true. And there's so many needy students out there. With the change in the economy several years ago, that was reflected in all of the funding for different opportunities for kids to go to school. And now it's a great thing that Highlands has the foundation board to be able to raise funds.
Now, if I'm correct, wasn't it a partnership that built the Cartersville campus, a private-public partnership? I thought the board was in the whole Cartersville campus, and I thought the foundation was partnering it at some point.
Well, with the new student center.
Yeah,
with
the
the
new
new
student
student
center,
center,
yeah.
not the whole
Yeah,
campus,
the new
but it was
student
just
center.
with the student center, exactly. And that facility has just turned out to be a great place, and we'll feature that during the ceremonies in September, because we'll have our gala. The nighttime event will be held on that campus. The morning it will be at the Rome campus here, and then we'll have the nighttime gala, dancing and so forth in the evening.
You've been to the Cartersville campus, of course.
A couple of times,
Yeah.
yes.
It is sharp, isn't it? You like the student center?
It's close to my house. Yeah.
Convenient.
The workout room. Yeah, it's a nice campus.
It
Yeah,
is.
it really is. It's truly a beautiful campus, the student center, and yeah, I mean, I think once again that Highlands provides such a great opportunity for students here in the community, because even though it may be a access college, I mean, it is a nice campus.
We were very happy to get it into Cartersville because it was so convenient for our students there. And again, now that we have the student center, it's just been a wonderful new part of that campus. And we're fortunate that we will be able to have the gala there that night, which we've not had an event of this scale on that campus before. So that'll be really nice.
I know that there are a lot of events around the celebration of our new president.
Right.
And I was thinking, I have been at the college for every president
Me too.
thus far, and interims in between. I didn't know. I thought since you retired at 24, you may have missed one or two.
No,
but
I've
you got 'em all.
actually I've fudged a little bit about
that.
but I've seen and worked with all 4 presidents in a limited
Seems like more
capacity.
than that, doesn't it?
Yeah. Because we did have a couple of interims.
We did. We sure did. We sure did. Well, the inauguration, and I know part of, or an important part, maybe the most important part, is to talk a little bit about our gala. So we'll definitely get to that. But the inauguration itself is a ceremony that will be held on the Floyd campus.
Right.
Correct.
Is it the 18th? Of
September the 18th.
September the 18th.
At 10 o'clock in the
At
morning.
10 o'clock. I need to write that down.
You better.
Yeah, I better
Be
write
there.
that down.
Yeah, you might want to be there.
I think I'll try to work it into my schedule to be there. I know that there will be, of course, individuals from the community there, but if folks want to come, I mean, it's possible to come as long as they RSVP for it.
I think they would like if you plan to come to the inauguration, they really need to know because of the seating.
Right.
Will be limited. So I know that the tickets for the gala, they've given us a deadline of September the 4th, but I think that's a little bit early to talk about the inauguration. But I think if you want to come, we'd love to have everybody come that we could possibly come to see our President Dunn. We're so happy to have. But I do think they probably need to call the advancement office and let them know. I know we have little cards to fill out if we're coming. So
Right.
There's also a place on our college website that
Yes.
you can go. And
Yes, it
We're going
is.
to look at that a little later, but if you're interested in attending, you can go to that Highlands website,
Yes, you can.
highlands.edu, and there'll be a link there with more information than you can imagine about the
right.
inauguration.
And if anybody shows up at the door, we're not going to turn them away.
That's
good to
right.
know.
That's right.
It's good to
What
know.
about the gala? You just show up.
Ooh. Hope they have some money in their
The
pocket.
money.
That's right.
So you won't
That's
turn your way if
right.
you have money in your pocket, huh?
Money talks.
Yeah.
In the past, we've had galas strictly for fundraising, but in this situation with the inauguration of Don Green, we are able to tie it all together, and so it creates an all-day event, which we have the morning time events, like I said here, and it's it's going to really be a great evening for a celebration such as this. So.
Now, I'm curious, do any of you have an idea roughly how much money the foundation gives out in scholarships? Because I know it's quite a few, and I know you have emergency funds, but I'm just curious because I know I never really thought about it. You never really think about the foundation in the sense because it's in the background doing important work. But I know quite a lot of students have received scholarships. So do you have an idea?
I can't give you the total right now, to be honest with you, but I know that it's thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, and they can be smaller, specialized for certain areas, or it may be a scholarship that's based on a certain area of study, or from families to another group of some sort. It just is it's many ways that
Right.
students are funded.
And as you know, we have the nursing scholarship
Okay,
with
so that was a
Bill and
huge-
Nora,
Exactly.
Wesley Walraven. I mean, different kind of scholarships to help those people that are going in that area.
And
we're very grateful for their contributions. Very grateful
And
for their
so-
contribution.
And so I guess like with corporations, was it Wellstar? It was something I know a couple of years ago. Y'all received a huge
Right.
grant or received money for the nursing program, nursing scholarship, things of that nature. So the foundation is one way that people and organizations can give
That's exactly
to
right.
students is through the foundation.
That's really the ideal way to approach that, actually. So we were very happy when we get these wonderful grants from these organizations and these companies. It's a great thing, especially in that situation that's with nursing, and the program here is so strong. So.
Actually, we have sponsorships for the gala, and they start at like $500 for tickets for 2 people, and they have reserved seating, a lot of amenities, and it goes all the way up to $50,000. So we have about 7 different sponsorships. So if anyone is interested in sponsoring a table, like the $50,000, you get 20 tickets. For the 500, you get 2 tickets, but it's a lot of amenities that goes along with that. So that is the way that we collect money for the scholarship for this program.
And they will be well recognized at the event, needless
Yes.
to say.
Well, we're coming up on our break. When we come back, I want to hear much more about those options, because it
Okay.
sounds like this is a great opportunity for a group or a company
That's right.
to make a difference.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you drive buzzed, it could cost you around $10,000. You'll face major legal fees, major fines, and steep insurance penalties. You could lose everything. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Community Watch, and we're having a conversation with Sarah Burkhalter and Melanie Collier, who are representing the Georgia Highlands College Foundation, talking about events coming up to our inauguration. And you saw there briefly our website. If you want more information about the inauguration or the gala coming up on September 18th. That's where you need to go, to our website, and that's the page that you will end up on if you go to our website and click on I think it's an orange bar across the top that says Inauguration. That's a link to this page, and you'll see there's a calendar of events and the ceremony information and the gala, and it's everything you could possibly want to know about the inauguration of our new president, Dr. Donald Green, who was there on the left. That's him on the left. Yeah. That looks like it's the photographs taken at the Student Center. So definitely go. You can RSVP for the inauguration on that page, and also get tickets to the gala, I believe, through that page, or at least get a phone number to call.
Correct. Absolutely.
So those options are there. So let's hear more about the gala itself, which is a event that evening, the evening of the inauguration, and it's going to be on our Cartersville campus in the Student Center. Is that right?
Correct. We'll actually start the evening with an hour reception, hour and a half technically. It starts at 6:30, and we will have dinner at 8 o'clock. We'll have a program after the 8 o'clock hour once people are in the room, and we'll have a lovely evening. Dr. Green is a fan of tropical music. I don't know if a lot of people know
Tropical?
that. I think we might be talking about, beach music, a little Jimmy Buffett, that type of thing. Yeah, so if y'all didn't know that, that's what he likes. And so you might get a little flair of that at the evening event. So we're hoping to let him know just how much we think of him and his taste in music.
I like Calypso.
No, seriously. We have a wonderful variety band that night. The name of the group is Laughlin, and they do a variety of music. They actually have done some recording, and they have got a CD available. And they're wonderful people, wonderful music. And we will, again, like I said, recognize the sponsors at the event that evening, and also be able to, I think we're going to have the unveiling that evening of the formal portrait and so forth. And so we're very, very excited about the whole thing. We really, really are. And again, the time is 6:30, and that will be a reception and the Student Center entry area, if you're familiar with that campus. And then we're actually going to be turning the gymnasium facility into our ballroom, and that's where we will have the formal dinner that evening.
Well, I know that it is in part a celebration.
Correct.
But also in part a fundraising event.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And we've mentioned already some of the many things that the foundation does and needs money to do successfully. Not the least of which is, scholarships for students.
Right.
So the money that is raised at the gala, I'm sure will go toward scholarships.
Correct. And it's also such a great opportunity for those in the communities to let people know how they support our community college here, because here and all the campuses, that is, because it is a true community college, and so much is involved in doing business with community businesses and things like that. So it's a natural tie-in for those people who have been a part of the process of this school coming to be what it is, to actually show their support and have an opportunity to be recognized for that. So we do encourage those who would like to sponsor. Of course, we want them to sponsor at the highest level. That would be the ideal situation, but we have sponsorships at all levels. So anyone can be a part of that and be recognized for it as well.
So you're saying that Hershey, Dr. Hershey, you could
Yeah,
be a
you
big
can write us
sponsor.
a big check.
As I do every year.
I'll take one of those tickets. I mean, if you, you get 20.
We'll see what we can do about that.
As a matter of fact, we'll put your name on that one, the
Yeah,
diamond
we'll
spot.
let
The
you-
diamond sponsor?
It's a spot just for you. We've just
Excellent.
saved it just for you.
You
Well-
can bring 20 people.
There you go.
That's
You could bring a lot of your
18
friends.
more.
18 more.
18
Yeah.
more.
Yeah, that's
come
right,
with
18
you.
more.
Come with you. But besides scholarships, I do know that the college does things. For instance, with Foundation Camp, I know the foundation have been a sponsor for Foundation Camp, and it does make a difference. It makes a difference in our ability to grow the camp to what it's gone to now. So I know just besides scholarships, the foundation does other things that
Yes, it
really,
does.
because those students are not college students, but
Right.
they are potential college students. So the foundation is not only just doing things for current students, but potential students in the community as well. And I think that's very important because, you know, with all the demands of dollars, it could be easy to say, well, we got other things we just have to give money to, but to continually give to Foundation Camp, to me, says, you know, we're making an investment in the future of this community.
And the college is limited with a lot of things that they can spend money on. So we do provide professional development for staff and faculty and a lot of other things than scholarships. But basically this is, we're focusing on scholarships for the gala. So.
Right, that's what the go. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And one thing I just want to mention, I don't know if everyone in the community realizes the dollar value in their education here, because it was when we realized that it is for $7,300 you can have an associate's degree. It's a wonderful, wonderful value. And of course, if you leave and go to a four-year college after that, that completely transfers. And we want to encourage students to want to be a part of their community college, and because it is such a wonderful quality education opportunity, and it is so affordable. But even at that rate, there are still many students that cannot afford that opportunity. That's why the foundation is so important, so that we can support these individuals and see that they become prosperous adults.
Well, that's a point that we've pushed for a long time. A long time. I was going to say, just today at our brother-to-brother meeting on campus, there were 2 new students who had attended Foundation Camp. So, you know, there is a progression from Foundation Camp to college, which might not have happened if we hadn't had the support of the foundation. So the foundation does a great many things that I don't guess most people are aware of.
They may not be, for sure.
I know that the foundation supports study abroad, which is something you're a
fact,
big
you
supporter
went-
of.
Didn't you go to Italy recently?
Yes, and I am hoping to take at least 10 Highland students with me next summer
Wonderful.
for
There you
4
go.
weeks. And I have no doubt that the foundation is going to help at least some of those students.
That's
with
when you get that opportunity for that high-level sponsorship right there.
Diamond.
Diamond.
Yes.
But I would say for our students, Wouldn't you say, too, that very few of them have traveled a great deal? And so
I would think
a
so.
study abroad trip to Italy or wherever would be truly life-changing.
Well, like Ms. Collier said though earlier, I don't, $7,300. When you think about one of the things that's our government is talking about is student loan and the debt ratio. And
Absolutely.
how great the debt ratio is. And so when you think about $7,300 for a quality education, is not a lot of money. But as you said, 80% of the students at Highlands need some type of financial assistance. So while $7,300 in the big scheme of things of higher education is not a lot of money, for a lot of our students it is a tremendous amount of money.
You got that right.
And we know personally students who are no longer able to complete their education because of finances. And so it becomes critical to have a foundation that can help some of those students with, because some students we have known just lack a semester or a couple of classes from graduating, but financially cannot afford it.
Yeah.
And so it becomes critical to have a foundation that can, help in some of those situations.
And there is scholarships to help people finish that out. I mean, if they have problems at home, I don't remember the name of that scholarship, but there is a scholarship that will help people.
Oh yeah, we're very familiar with it. And so I really do think, just like Georgia Highlands, I don't think people realize the impact it have, even at a deeper level, the impact that the foundation has. And so this is not only a much needed event, but it's a very worthy event because it comes to fruition in the lives of our community people.
Absolutely.
So I know a lot of people are going to want to get the diamond sponsorship of $50,000.
You know what, John?
However,
if you really want it, I'll make sure that we will reserve that for you.
well, thank you.
Let's share it.
For the few folks out there who might want to attend
Yeah.
and buy tickets just to attend, how much is a ticket?
The tickets are on sale now for $100 a person.
Okay.
So, and as I said, they wanted the cutoff to be September the 4th, but I feel sure if we still got space available that, we can do that. But they can get the information about that by the website, by looking at the website about what to do, where to get it, and how to send their money.
Right.
So, and then the sponsorships, actually we have one much less than $50,000. The Heritage sponsorship is like $500, and that includes two tickets and the names featured throughout the event and recognition in the Highland.
The Highlander.
The Highlander.
The
that's
magazine.
a school. That's
Absolutely.
a school magazine.
So it looks like, so we only have a minute or so
Yeah.
left. It looks like you have 5 or 6 levels.
We have 7 different levels ranging from 500 to 50,000, but there's 500 for 2 tickets, 1,000 for 4 tickets, 2,500, which is the bronze sponsor, 6 tickets.
And I'm guessing
so forth and so forth.
This information would be on that page on the website as well.
Yes, it will be.
And if anybody wants to talk to us at the higher level sponsorships and needs to really just have a one-on-one conversation with any of us to explain them more in detail, we will, of course, be more than happy to talk with them.
Well, we're taking another break. When I come back, I will give you the contact information you need to have those conversations and remind you how to get tickets. So stay with us.
I'm transferring to the University of West Georgia.
Columbia University,
Kennesaw State,
UGA, Loyola University in Chicago,
Grambling State,
Shorter University. I'm going to Greensboro College, and we all got our start at Georgia Highlands.
No matter where your educational journey takes you, you can get your start at Georgia Highlands College. Georgia Highlands College. Enroll, engage, excel.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We've been talking about the gala coming up on September 18th, put on by the foundation, a fundraiser to celebrate the new presidency of Dr. Donald Green at Georgia Highlands College. For more information, go to our website, highlands.edu, or call this number, 706-802-5457. 706-802-5457. A great evening, great cause. Try to get to that gala. Thanks for being with us this time. We'll see you next time on Community Watch.